Hi, I'm Liv and I'm in bed. I don't even care. I'm literally in bed. It's really cold and so I was in the mood to read something. I tried watching YouTube and everything and I was not feeling it. Oh, birds are migrating. I would read a book that actually got a Goodreads award. So this book got Best Romance and that is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I just thought I'd give it a go because I've never read it. I've seen some hype about it, not loads, but some, and I'm just curious. I want to know if it's good. Some people are giving it a 5-star. Award on Goodreads, it got Best Romance, so I just thought I'd give it a go and hopefully it's good. So what I know about Happy Place is it's about two people who broke up 6 months ago and they're going on holiday with their friends and they're just going to pretend like they're together because it's going to be the last time that they potentially all hang out as friends, I think. And so they decide that they are just going to pretend that they're together. So on a break, yeah, it says they don't want to break their best friend's heart, so they're going to fake it for 1 more week. They broke up 6 months ago. It's the last time they're all going to be together on holiday before they sell the cottage. So just pretend that they're together and that nothing has happened. I like the idea and it sounds like it could be good. I'm excited. Tiny update. So I read a little bit of this. So I read a little bit earlier and then I read a bit just now after I got ready. I think I've sussed out the vibe of how this book works. So far, I'm at page 39 by the way, and what I have deciphered is that it's dual timelined and it's all from Harriet's perspective. So we've had a couple chapters in the now, which have all been about after these two have broken up, which is Win and Harriet, now and what's actually happening with the friends and why they've been all asked to come to this holiday, basically have a holiday together, and why that is. We have these other chapters which are set in the past. So the other chapters so far have been her and Win meeting and like the chemistry. So my guess right now is that we're gonna get chapters now, obviously, are just Now's perspective and how it's all going right now after the breakup and they're pretending to be together still. And then the chapters in the past, I'm guessing, are all gonna be up to when they get together, the flirting, and what happens for them breaking up, I'm guessing. That's my idea and that's my guess right now of what's gonna happen in this book. But right now I'm really enjoying it. I think it's good so far. I like the vibe. Win's character is very interesting and I like Harriet as well. She's a likeable character. I like the friends. I think they're quite likeable as well. I will say the writing isn't as captivating as things like Laura Asher's writing or Rebecca Yarros's writing or Sarah J Maas or anything. Like the writing's not too captivating. Even Anna Huang, like her writing, like to me, I prefer. But I guess I'm just not used to Emily Henry's writing yet. I do like it though. I think I like it. It's a 400-page book, by the way. I'm at page 38, so almost 10% through. I think I like it though right now. Right now I do like it, but we'll see what happens. I'm at page 100 and I need to talk about this book. Honestly, this is like my worst nightmare. Not reading this book, but what is happening in this book, because okay, let's explain. This book obviously is about the two people who were in a couple and now aren't, and they're trying to pretend that they're still together for their friends' sake, because they've been friends with these friends for like 8 years, 10 years, like they've known each other forever. And that's literally my friend group. Like we've known each other nearly 5 years. I mean, one of my friends I've known, like, who's in that friendship group since we were both 11, so 9 years. Like that's insane. So this is literally my life, and so Harriet and Win are both in the same friendship group and always have been. So literally me and my Sam, we are in the same friendship group and those are our circle of friends. So if we broke up, we would still be in that circle of friends. We just have to deal with it. This is literally my worst nightmare. Broken up obviously for reasons still unknown. I'm at page 100 by the way. And it's such an easy read, I will say that now. It's a very easy read. I honestly got to page 100 and I was like, how am I at page 100? This is insane. They have broken up for reasons unknown as of right now. All I know is that he initiated it. The friends have no idea. We think he might be seeing somebody, but we don't know. Like, A lot of things that she's worrying about are speculation. Like, she got drunk the night before and she can't remember what happened, so she woke up like panicking because she woke up next to him. Then it turned out that like we found out the truth of what happened and everything. Tension between them is undeniable. Like, the tension is there. They know each other so well because they've been together for 8 years. I mean, they were engaged, and that's literally me and Sam. Like, we've known each other so long. Like, this year we all have known each other and been together for 5 years. I literally just messaged him and I was like, this book is literally my worst nightmare. And I was right, by the way, with the flashbacks. So not every chapter, but some chapters are flashback chapters where we get to see moments where they were almost together or they were together, and we saw when they first met each other and everything, and the sparks and everything. The majority of it is set in the now, which is obviously after they've broken up. It's really good so far. I will say it's emotional in one way, because as much as it's not like, you know, tear-fest or anything, it is emotional because obviously she's having to pretend to be all lovey-dovey with her ex-boyfriend, and it's hard because it took her so long to finally be okay. Like, they broke up 6 months ago, and obviously breakups are not the easiest. Breakups never get easier. She really hurt after it, and it's like she's trying to figure out what's changed about him, if there is anything that's changed. Anywho, I'm really enjoying it. The characters are very good. I'm liking that there's loads of other things happening in the background, like between certain characters like Cleo and Sabrina. Something happening, there's quite like some tension there. I really like the friend, what's his name? Path. I like him. He gives good Labrador vibes. I'm gonna read on a bit more. I'm enjoying it though. I really like it. And now we're going back to a flashback. So this is from like back then. Oh my god. I have sat and read so much of this book. It's ridiculous. I have read this big chunk here. I'm on page 219. And wow, this book is good. Like, we've seen moments where Harriet has met Wynn's family for the first time, and it was so sweet and emotional. We've also seen the now, obviously, of all the friends together having fun, and it's just so sweet. Honestly, it's just such a nice book, and I honestly don't know how this book's gonna end, if they're gonna get together or not, because it seems like they're both quite secretive. We don't quite know why they broke up, but we know that there are certain things that each person believes were the reasons, or at least contributed to why they broke up, and it's very clear that he is the one who broke up, like ended this engagement. I personally would love to see them back together at the end, because I do feel like they are meant to be together, just based off bits and pieces that have happened and the way they're attracted to each other and the energy they have. I just think they're so good together, and they are almost, I don't know how to say, I don't want to say angry, but like jealous of the idea of somebody else being with the other person. So I just feel like they should be together, but I'm halfway through the book so far, and the tension is there, the heat is there, the flashbacks are making me fall in love with him even more, and I'm worried that we're gonna see, well, I'm curious if we're gonna see the flashback of the breakup, because all I know right now is that it was done over the phone, which is insane for an 8-year relationship, especially when you're engaged. But I want to see like what the hell happened to initiate this breakup, and I also would just like to know how he was feeling, like what was the build up to it, because there's hints of maybe him thinking, like feeling jealous because of somebody. I'm liking the friends. I think Sabrina is so feisty and she just loves everything to be her way. I love the flashbacks and like the college dorms and everything. That has been beautiful. We saw their first date. I don't think my heart could have melted any further until that scene happened, and then I was a puddle. Pool scene, oh my god, that was funny. The pool scene of them all letting loose and the actual carnival. I feel like this video is a bit of a fail. I'll be honest. Finished the book, and to say I'm disappointed is kind of a massive understatement. This book, the last time I updated you was when I was around page 300, I think, or just before that. And I think I said how I liked it and the characters were fleshed out and everything. This book was on Goodreads as the romance book of 2023, but it wasn't very romantic. About friendship and romance. So we've got our main characters, Harriet and Win, and they've been through a breakup. We see when they met each other, we see all the bits and pieces of them having good times and everything, moving into their first apartment together, and it's sweet, but you also see the bittersweet moment of when they actually broke up, and we see all that, and it's so clear from the start like that it's miscommunication, and that's the trope, which I don't mind. I do like miscommunication. The way that it was done in this book was more annoying than anything. You've got this group of friends, so we've got Sabrina, Cleo, Kimmy, Path, Win and Harriet. So you've got the 6 of them, and they have all been friends for quite a while. The girls, mainly Cleo, Sabrina and Harriet, have been friends a lot longer. Path and Wen have been friends since before that, like they've always been best friends, and Kimmy is Cleo's girlfriend. The dynamic between them all at the start was really good. I loved the vibes. I thought it was really nice. It reminded me of my friendship group, with how everyone's very different to each other, but they all have things that connect them, and they're all like linked through a education thing. Like, so we're all linked through like college and high school, they're all linked through college, university. See Wen and Harriet and how it's awkward between them, but no one's really talking about it, and their friends don't know they've broken up, so they've got to act like everything's fine. And there's these moments where Harriet's trying to get under Wen's skin and just really annoy him, and there's moments where he's trying to do the same to Harriet, and it's like they're trying to get a rise out of each other, and I loved that bit. It was so funny because it's like watching these two people, all the friends are looking at them like, what are they doing? And it's like Harriet rubbing up against Win and just like trying to make him uncomfortable, and just it's just stupid stuff that made me giggle. But then as we got to like the conflict in the book, it really felt a little bit young, and I don't know if it was intended that way, so I'm not sure, but I didn't like it. So by a bit young, I mean that we see the truth behind why Sabrina was so adamant that Win had to come to this event, and we see the truth behind what happened with Cleo and Sabrina and why they've fallen out. We see what's going on with Cleo in general. We see the truth come out, and we watch as all these friends equally are all struggling now with all this new information, but also some of them not having information and feeling like, oh, we've had a fight, but not quite understanding things. So again, miscommunication trope. When everything got resolved, I thought, okay, cute. I like that everyone's like talked it out, but at the same time, it just felt a little bit unrealistic. Just for me, I don't know, the way it all got resolved was a bit meh. And then we had, obviously, Win and Harriet needed to fix their situation, and they were really honest with each other and communicated, and the ending I could see coming a mile away, which I wasn't happy about. Like, obviously I was happy with the ending because it was what I wanted to happen, but at the same time I just thought it was a little bit predictable, and I don't know if I wanted predictable. I wanted something to make me go, oh my god, but it didn't. Like, so I was so on the fence with this book. When I finished this book, I really had to sit down and think, and I tried to think about where I'd rate this book, and this is like one of the hardest books I had to rate. So I thought about everything, and I thought about how I loved the first half and the friendship and everything. I thought that was really interesting, and then how the second half kind of bored me, and I just felt like it dragged so much with this whole romance thing. And there wasn't romance really, like there was a bit of spice, but not really spice because we didn't see anything. Like, it kind of jump cut to like after it. We also saw a lot of the friends, which I did like, but I felt like some characters' personality wasn't really shown. For instance, Kim's wild side was showed, Kimmy's wild side was shown. You had Cleo being like a little bit serious and not drinking, and you know why she's given up alcohol. That was all interesting, but at the same time her personality wasn't really shown. Sabrina's personality was shown through like the conflict, but Parth's personality wasn't really shown either, so it was a bit disappointing. Harriet's and Wynn's personality was shown because they were the two main characters of the book, but I do feel like missing personalities like Cleo and Parth. I just felt like bits of their personality were not there, and that's like a massive disappointment to me. Like, I have to be connected to these characters. I also thought that the reasoning for Harriet and Wynn to have broken up was a little bit ridiculous. Honestly, if that was me and Sam and we had fallen out over that and we had been back and forth arguing and stuff for a while, which is what had happened, and then the thing happened and then like it all ended the way it did, I know for a fact we would both be pestering each other to find out what the hell had happened. We couldn't just leave each other to it and say, okay. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas in this book, they hadn't spoken for 6 months, really, not properly. We wouldn't be able to do that. And we've been together for almost 5 years now. They were together for 8 years. 8 years of being engaged to each other, and then it ended over something so ridiculous. And the more I thought about it, the more I said to myself, no, this is so unrealistic. I'm happy with the ending, but it's so generic what happened. And I just felt like the way they broke up was a bit ridiculous. I thought it was just so unrealistic, not what would happen if you'd known each other that long, especially since they knew each other since they were young kids. Not young kids, but like university age. I just thought it was really strange for it all to end the way it did. And I just know for a fact that me and Sam would have pestered each other over and over again, gone round to each other's houses to say, what the hell is going on? It didn't feel realistic. And for that, I've had to give it a 3.75 star. I feel bad, but saying that number feels right. And I feel like with ratings, if it feels right, then it's right. But I genuinely don't understand how anybody gave this a 5-star. It doesn't speak to me. It was very quick to get through, which I thought was good at first, but then I started to realise that the story isn't really that deep and the plot's not that deep. I don't understand how this won an award. I'll be honest, I don't get how it won a romance award because it wasn't romantic in the slightest. If I'm gonna say what I think should have won the romance award, I'd probably say Terms and Conditions. For me, Terms and Conditions was really good. But I know that on the runners-up there was Powerless by Elsie Silver, which, yeah, definitely thought that could have won. Final Offer, which for me was a 4-star. Things We Hide from the Light was a 5-star for me. I thought that could have won. It's probably the Knock 'Em Out series books. But honestly, overall, I feel like Things We Left Behind, that could have won an award for me. That was the final Knock 'Em Out book. That also was a 5-star for me. I just felt like this was such a disappointment. I just truly don't understand how this could have been given a 5-star. It's baffling me. Anywho, that is the video. I hope you've enjoyed. I feel like this video I did really go into detail about what I did and didn't like in this book, so if you enjoyed that, tell me down below. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. I always link down below my Goodreads, so if you want to go and follow me on there, you can do, and I post updates to everything I'm reading every week, so yeah. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Tell me down below what you've been reading. I need to catch up on my Goodreads goal. I am 3 or 4 books behind schedule, I think, so that is stressful, but that's because I was in a massive reading slump in January and I've read, honestly, 4 books. Thank you for all the subscribers that have been subscribing recently, because we're really getting up there. I think we're at 590 something, so that's amazing. I honestly can't thank you enough. Like, subscribe, and comment something below what you're reading, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. If you want to read Happy Place by Emily Henry, go for it. Tell me what you think. I mean, you might enjoy it. I personally just don't think it was for me, and I just didn't enjoy, but that might be different with you, so enjoy if you're going to read it. I'll see you guys next time with another video, and